I build ships out of toothpicks. I've been building ships for almost 50 years now. 2 million toothpicks, about 50 gallons of glue. I build them in here in kind of like a small apartment in the 3rd story walk-up of a building. People think I'm crazy, but yeah, I just say yeah. I've always been building. I started from Legos. I've been building plastic models, and I just made the transition from Legos to toothpicks. I think over the years I've gotten at least 100 splinters easily. It can be a very treacherous toothpick building. My name is Wayne Kusi. I live in Chicago, Illinois. Most people, when they see me on TV, they think I'm a toothpick millionaire, but little do they know that I actually have a full-time job in the IT business. That's kind of like my job that brings home the toothpicks. The biggest model I ever made was the Queen Mary. It is made from 815,000 toothpicks. That took me probably like around 5 years. This ship was made in 6 sections. Usually the ships I build are either made in 1 or 2, and that's for transportation purposes. I live in the 3rd story walk-up of a building, so I have to take these ships down 3 flights of stairs. But the back stairs are a lot easier. There's like wide open spaces, so you can actually hang some of the ship out over the railing. It took 10 people to remove from my apartment, and it took 10 people to move it down the stairs. We took it in a big truck. It is my crowning achievement. It got the most publicity. It was on ABC Network News, it was on Good Morning America, and it was on 300 different TV stations around the country. So it was a big publicity kill for me. And right now it is located in Sedoris, Illinois at the American Model Ship Museum.
So Wayne calls me up cold and says, "Do you have room for a Queen Mary?" And I look around the museum and I'm thinking 4 or 5 feet long. And there's a long pause. And then he says it's 27 feet long. As we're tipping the hull up before we assembled it, there were lots of clanking noises inside. And I asked Wayne, "Are we breaking the toothpicks?" And he said, "No, it's strong. Those are just tools that I lost inside and I can't get out anymore." Right now, it's a main attraction in the museum. When people come in, I can always see where they are because they'll go, "Wow, oh my God," and I know exactly what they're looking at.
My passion has always been ocean liners, especially I have a special lust for those early ocean liners between 1900 and 1920. They were built like palaces, beautiful wood trim, restaurants, you name it. It's like going to the Queen's Mansion in England or something. I have built 11 ships if you count the ship I'm working on right now. In the beginning, when I was building the Titanic, a big 10-foot model, the sides started caving in on me. So I immediately had to take some dowel rods and put some supports in there. But for my next ship, which was a 16-foot model of the Lusitania, I wanted to make sure that didn't happen again. So I created a system of like little triangles, and it gives it a lot of support infrastructure. Some of my ships I put bowling balls on there just to test them out, and the Queen Mary, I put 4 bowling balls on there, nothing happened. Over here we have the Cutty Sark. This is a British ship. It's made from 52,000 toothpicks, and it's 10 feet long. Everything is made of toothpicks except for the masts, which are made of dowel rods. You know, this is all like dowel rods. And of course the rigging, which is yarn. And it's also painted with model airplane paint. They look kind of dull, raw. When it's painted, it looks more majestic, I think. This is what I'm currently working on. This is a commissioned work. It is a catamaran. It's a yacht. I build these things from actual deck plans and blueprints. I scale up those deck plans to about this size. And what I do is I layer the toothpicks on to maintain the form. Like I said, this is a commissioned work. I'm hoping that it'll lead to other commissions. So, if you got a yacht, let me know. When I start building from a box of toothpicks, I take the toothpicks and I glue them in 2s, and I call them planks. And what it does is it makes for a much stronger building unit, and also you can bend them too. So what you do is you take a wire cutter and you just bite the toothpick. You don't just cut it off, cut the end off. You bite it, turn it, go like a millimeter, bite it, turn it, bite it, turn it, bite it, turn it, and just keep doing that. And I got a cowl vent almost done. You know, for a very long time I had been building clipper ships and ocean liners. But one day somebody gave me a commission piece to do, a schooner. So I decided to build a stop motion animation of me building it, documenting it from the very first toothpick to the 4500 toothpick, which led me into a whole different world of animations. So I decided I'm going to build a rock band animation called Wood Zeppelin. I am basically a rock and roll musician, and I got a band together, and I thought it'd be a great idea to take this band and build them out of toothpicks and call them Wood Zeppelin. So I fashioned all these characters after the actual band members. You know, even though I love the animations, my heart is still in the ocean liners and small little yachts. I still love to build them. I can't see myself not building them. It's just fun. The feeling of accomplishment when I get them done, and just building, like, wow, that looks so cool. You know, like I build a lifeboat, and I think to myself, man, that looked like a real lifeboat, man. I'm getting good at this stuff, you know. The first ship was launched in 1972. It's like 50 years. I'm still cranking away at it. I just love doing this kind of thing. There will always be ocean liners coming out of this harbor. My toothpick sculptures are the coolest thing I ever made.